Coming up on the Code Bet Daily, all of our teams suck in the AFL. None of them can kick straight, but you know what? We're still here. Well, James isn't because he's just gone and left, seeing as I'm back from the holiday. What are you looking at, Stats Guy?
I'm taking over James's job just for today with some NBA playoffs and a big IPL multi.
I'm having a look at all EPL action. Two of our favourite teams are getting amongst it tomorrow night in different games. It's going to be a bunch of fun. It's the Code Bet Daily. You should check it out because it's real good. Welcome to the Code Bet Daily for Monday, May 8th, episode 104. This place didn't burn down while I took 5 days off. I'm your host, Alex Donnelly, because the Argentinian James Clementes has got no throat after screaming at the TV all weekend due to Carlton's inability to kick goals, NBA playoffs, and Aston Villa lost to Wolves. So it's
so he wouldn't have been happy.
There's the Stats Guy. He's here. He somehow made it home from Marvel Stadium last night after watching the worst game of AFL in the history of football.
I can confirm, I'm very happy to be here rather than Marvel Stadium. That was literally probably the worst game I've been to ever. I'd rather get smashed than watch a game like that again, probably.
I was at the MCG feeling bad about myself, and then I saw the score. But you know what? The Swans were good. They just need to learn to kick goals. Maybe you give Tony Lockett a call and say, hey, Tony, teach us how to kick.
I thought you were going to say, I'll just get into play.
Francis, Isaac Heaney, and Peter Laddams, all missing sitters, and we lose by 5 goals.
No.
5 goals doesn't reflect it, but hey, doesn't matter because I'm a winning racehorse owner. I have cashed up.
Yeah, you had a big weekend
away. On last Tuesday show before I left, all I said was go Cliff House, go Cliff House. And if anyone listened, $6, you're welcome.
Yeah, I got up. I was happy with that.
But we are here for the Code Bet Daily. That's enough self-indulgent bullcrap from the both of us here. It's what it says on the tin. Codes, bets, and daily. What are you looking at today, Stats Guy?
A bit of everything. Some NBA playoffs since James is gone. I'll take the reins for today. Some EPL and then some cricket with the IPL in India.
Yeah, nice. No 6 minute soliloquies though. I am focusing on the EPL. There is a couple of games tonight. I will focus really on one of them, and then my best bet is one of our favourite teams. Please silence your phones. This is the Code Bet Daily. No phones allowed. Stats Guy, turn your Tinder off. All right. One player prop. 2, 3, whatever. You're going to do what James does. Start talking about the NBA playoffs. Go.
Why not? Yeah, I'm going to have a look at NBA playoffs. New York Knicks taking on Miami Heat again. The Heat are up 2-1, which is, they've been unbelievable through Jimmy Butler. But I'm having a look at a Knick. I think he's having an underrated series. RJ Barrett, he's a forward for the New York Knicks. Sort of a bit forgotten when you got Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson, who've been starring for the Knicks. But he's been really good this series. I'm having a look at, James loves to look at these points, rebounds, assists, totals. Yep. And you can have really good odds with that. So I'm having a look at RJ Barrett to get 30-plus points, rebounds, and assists. He's averaging 31 points, rebounds, and assists across this series. In the first 2 games, he had 26 points and 24 points. He's a big guy. He likes to get a few rebounds as well. So I think he had 6 rebounds in the first game, 4 rebounds in the second game. If he gets around that 25 points, he only has to get 5 rebounds and assists. So I really don't mind that. And I think Julius Randle, he sort of dropped off the last few games. Barrett has really stepped up in that forward, has been shooting well. So I don't mind him just to get 25 points, and you add those points, rebounds, and assists together. If he gets 25 points, he's going to easily clear that 30-plus. So $2.15 thought was really good value. I think you got a lot of those stars like Randall, Butler, Brunson are all around that mark, but they're only like $1.50. So better value for $2.15 with RJ Barrett. Bit of an underrated star for the New York Knicks.
Nice. I like $2.15. Yeah. Seems a good price there. Well,
why not?
I'm having a look at some EPL. Mine's a pretty simple one here. I'm looking at the other ginger Argentinian.
Oh, yes.
Anytime goal. Look, Brighton are playing Everton overnight in the EPL. Look, he scored in his last 2 home games. Scored the penalty on Friday night against Man United in the 99th minute. Absolute scene.
That was awesome. Yeah.
United concede a penalty with literally 30 seconds to go and to lose. Mwah, absolute chef's kiss.
That was awesome.
Team. Look, let's be honest. McAllister's playing for a fat contract. He is leaving Brighton in the offseason. Everyone kind of knows that. And it's sort of like, they're going to get 30 or 40 million for him. But the thing is, if he keeps scoring goals, he's going to add his weekly paycheck.
Oh, yeah.
Keep going, show me the money. Because
I hope he somehow stays at Brighton, but I don't think it's going to happen.
He'll end up at Liverpool. Absolute guarantee he'll end up at Liverpool, right. I reckon. But look, Brighton will be like, hey, keep scoring because you're going to get us an extra couple of £1 million every time you score. He's $2.80 to score once again. They're taking on Everton, who I'm going to dig into this game a little bit later in our game picks, but Everton are a bit, Oh, they're gone. Let's be honest.
Yeah, they are
$2.80 for McAllister to score again. Let's go.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll move on to
Ginger
some
Ninja.
match. Yeah, we'll move on to some match and some game picks. So we pick 1, 2, 3. I think I've got 4 game-based bets in each. Stats guy is looking at one of the other EPL games. Let's go.
Well, we didn't delve into this one too much, but as we were talking about, I think last week in one of the shows, you get the EPL coming into the pointy end of the season where you get some relegation battles, which are awesome. Usually 18th versus 20th, no one would want to talk about. But
Between
awesome
3 and 5 games left for every team. So
it's awesome.
Very, very interesting scenes. Arsenal kept the pressure on Newcastle.
Arsenal did really well.
Man City, Jesus, I can't say my words. Arsenal kept the pressure on Man City with a brilliant 2-0 win away overnight against Newcastle.
So it's tied at the top of the table and the bottom, which is awesome. So you got Notts Forest taking on Southampton in the morning. Huge relegation battle, 18th versus 20th. Forest have been pretty solid at home. We've been loving Notts on this podcast, probably our second team. We really want them to stay up. They're just a fun team to watch. They've got a big supporter base.
I don't know why we like them, to be honest. I think it's because they literally bought everyone.
They bought everyone. They came up. I don't like seeing teams go straight down from when they come up. And they're a big club, so I don't mind them. They've been pretty solid at home at the City Ground. They beat Brighton just last week, which is a great team at the moment. So Brighton are going to be in the top 6. And then Man City, they drew only a couple of months ago at home to the league leaders, which I was really surprised when I saw that. They've also been pretty solid in defence last couple of months due to that massive signing of Keylor Navas in goals. Mm-hmm. Keylor Navas has 42 saves in just 14 games, which
I thought it'd be more, to be honest.
Yeah, that is a lot, though, for just a goalie in the Premier League when usually you're only trying to make a couple of saves per game. He's had 42 in just 14 games, so he's keeping him in it. I think he can help this stay under the total goals and help Notts win this one. There's 2 of the 3 worst offenses in the league, these 2 teams. So I'm not expecting a goal fest. I think Notts can pull this one out, maybe a 1-0, 2-0 win. That's why I'm saying
it's all we need. It's all we need.
And then Southampton, they haven't won in 10 games. They're the clear worst team in the Premier League. That's why they're last. They're about 5, I think, or 6 points behind Notts at the moment, even though they're only 2 places behind them. So they're going to get relegated. This will guarantee them getting relegated, I think, and Notts head-to-head under that 2.5 goals, just because both teams aren't great in attack. And Notts have a better defence strengthened by Keylor Navas in goals. So Notts head-to-head, under 2.5 goals, $4.22. I think is amazing value in the morning through Ladbrokes.
Nice. Well, I'm looking at one of the other games going on. We mentioned it earlier, Brighton and Everton. This one taking place at the Amex with Brighton hosting Everton. Look, we've been saying it since sort of Christmas. Brighton are charging towards Champions League. They have games in hand above every team between 2 and 3 games. So they're coming up to a really busy schedule, and if they start winning these games, Champions League looks a real possibility, especially with Man United, Newcastle, Tottenham all slipping. Aston Villa fell out of the race over the weekend with their loss. Their season is done, but you know what? They're safe. Who cares?
They're still going well,
but we're looking at this a little bit more. Everton away from home this year. 1 win, 8 draws, and 8 losses. That ain't great.
That's horrible,
Hard to see them turning up at the Amex against the Brighton, who have got everything to play for, who have been really good at home this year. 9 wins, 3 draws, and 4 losses, which, for a team like that, you're like, hey, that's actually really good. When at the start of the season, you'd be like, if they walk away, if this is a 6-6-6, you're like, that's pretty good. Yep. And then you add in Everton have only scored 27 goals all year. Like, they're not going to go here and just run up and win. Brighton average 1.9 goals a game this season. And when you look at their home record, they've scored 32 and 16. So it just bumps it up to a nice even 2.
Yep.
Brighton have also won 4 of their last 5 games at home to 0. So I'm looking at Brighton to win this game to 0 at $2.45. Brighton to score 3 or more goals at $2.30. And even a little sneaky correct score here. 3-0, $9.50. All that with Ladbrokes. I just think that they have way too much in attack for Everton. They had their bump when Dyche came in January. They just look tired. I think Everton are absolutely gone along with Southampton. And this is sort of that nail in the coffin, which I will get to in the other game, which you've already talked about, which is the legitimate nail in the coffin. But hey, let's move on.
Brighton looked amazing though. Their attack, I think they've had like 6 different goal scorers in just the last couple of weeks. So
now the thing with Brighton is because they obviously wear blue at home. Everton are also known for their blue. What is their alternate strip?
I think they have a pink. Everton used to have a pink kit, so I don't know if they'll wear that.
I don't think they have the pink. Maybe it's the white.
Yeah,
I'm going to look this up.
We'll have to look it up.
But also, side note, the kit matchup between Liverpool and Brentford over the weekend.
That was sick. Blue and white. Anything blue and white.
Blue of Brentford. I may look into buying that because
that's one of the best.
Is sick.
Absolutely.
Along with Arsenal's pink. All right, best bets for today or tomorrow. This is the world record in podcast for us. It must be Monday.
I know, we're absolutely fine. I'm going to take a look at the IPL. I was having a look at the multi for the paper. I might even could even get it on the site. But yeah, the IPL, the cricket has been awesome. I haven't delved into too much of it, but I've been watching a bit of it lately, and it's been really cool. So we got the Kolkata Knight Riders taking on Punjab Kings tonight, and Punjab won this match easily earlier in the season. And its bowling attack led by Arshdeep Singh. I think he's third in the wickets. Has been awesome. Singh, I think he's going to be a rising star for India. He's been really good. He's got 16 wickets in, I think it's like 7 games or something. So he's been unbelievable. So I think I'm just going to take Punjab Kings due to that Singh, who's been on fire bowling, just head-to-head in the first part of my multi. Then you got Mumbai Indians taking on Royal Challengers Bangalore. Challengers have convincingly beaten the Indians last 3 times. You got King Kohli, who's absolutely on fire. He's got 250s, I think, in his last 2 games. Mumbai's batting lineup, Bangalore's batting lineup, they've got 180 runs in 5 of its last 6 games, which is actually really good in the IPL because there's a lot of good bowlers. I don't think Mumbai Indians are going to be able to match that, so I'm just going to take Royal Challengers Bangalore head-to-head in the second leg. Then you got Chennai Super Kings taking on Delhi Capitals. We've got some long names here. The Capitals have scored the least runs in the league, while the Super Kings are second on the table. Super Kings are really good. They've got New Zealand's Devon Conway, who's now known as probably one of the best T20 players in the entire world. He's been absolutely on fire. He's had 2 seasons now in the IPL, and he's still averaging over 50. I think his average in like T20 cricket in all comps is like 40, and in the IPL he's averaging 50. He had a 70 just a couple of weeks ago. He had a 50 last game. So I got to take Chennai Super Kings just because of Devon Conway. He's literally carrying them on his own bat. So you got the 3-leg multi Punjab Kings head to head. You got the Royal Challengers Bangalore head-to-head, and then the Chennai Super Kings head-to-head. You get $6 for those 3 legs. They're all around $1.80 each. $6 on BetR, so get around that in the IPL.
I do appreciate how we've got the Punjab Kings and the Chennai Super Kings. It's almost as if Chennai came in after Punjab, and it's like the brother owns Chennai. Like it's like brothers. He's like, you're the Kings. Super Kings. Man, we're the Super Kings. You can stick that one because you can't beat Super Kings. Honestly, that is fantastic. And Mumbai Indians have just gone to we are not even going to think of a name. We are from India, and we're Indians. Let's go. You know, awesome kit matchups. Awesome kit matchups in the IPL. Side note, Everton will be wearing a disgusting yellow or pink against Brighton tomorrow.
Okay, morning. I don't mind the pink, but we'll see how it looks.
I hate the yellow looks terrible though.
You can't have yellow.
Rolling into my best bet for today, tomorrow, whenever. Notts Forest. We talked about them earlier. They're taking on Southampton. Notts have won 6 games and drawn 6 at home this year. So we were talking about earlier that 6-6-6 that we thought Brighton, doing that at home,
that's a solid,
getting a lot of your points at home. Hey, that's a really good return. Southampton have lost 11 games away from home, so they're not traveling too well. A win here for Notts, and this is assuming that Fulham beat Leicester overnight. This will get Notts to 16th and 3 points clear of the relegation zone at the moment. They look to be in better form, given you sort of look through the last just month of football. Yes, it's like a lot of red with losses there, but the way Notts are going about it, are probably unlucky to lose to Liverpool. They just needed some more clinical finishing there. They obviously got the job done against Brighton, and Brighton are one of the form teams in the comp at the moment. Southampton had their chance against Arsenal, and then since then it's just been, that was
they've looked horrible.
Our chance, Also, their secondary away kit looks like something on Microsoft Paint. It looks awful.
There's a bit going on with
splodges on the chest. It's like honestly, that's just gross. So you deserve to lose for that because you're probably wearing it tomorrow against Notts in their beautiful.
Yeah, they'll be getting rid of that when they're in the championship, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Notts for us. Come on, boys. Come on. We need a win.
No, we're going to get asked for a lot.
We need a win. We are going to lift Notts out of relegation. We're going to get Brighton into the Champions League, and somehow Arsenal are going to win the title. I don't know about that.
But the other two, I
have some faith after the last night's games. And also, shout out to your team stats guy. You figured out how to score.
Chelsea, we got 3 goals. We mathematically can't get relegated. So
give Frank Lampard 10 years. Give him a contract.
So we're a team that always goes for the top 4, and our fans on the weekend were singing we're out from relegation. It's just a very, very funny weekend.
Hey, you know what? You scored 3 goals. Hey, you've scored more goals in the month of May than you did in April.
I know. Well, that's why they're singing We're Staying Up. So there we go.
Claps for Chelsea. You absolute shambolic embarrassment.
We'll be right next year.
Anyway, that is the Code Bet Daily done and dusted in a tight 14 and a bit minutes.
Wow,
here.
I didn't realize it was like.
We will be back on deck tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be in the office or at home. James Clement has got a throat issue from screaming at the TV.
Yeah, he's going to score a goal for Brighton later as well. So
yeah, exactly. He's probably going to go dunk a football as well. So anyway, yeah, see what I did there? Dunking a football. Get right around the show. Subscribe it on your podcast app, wherever you get them. Google Play, Apple, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. I forgot Spotify. That's how good I'm going. It's a Monday.
That's all right.
Like, review, leave a comment, give us 5 stars because that does help. Seriously, Wayne Carey is ahead of us on the podcast list at the moment. Do you really want to be behind that?
No,
come on.
That.
We can't let that bloke beat us. Seriously. Chuck a follow on the Code Bet socials, Facey, IG, Twitter, TikTok, and everything else. Look, I think the guys had a good night in the live stream. I dipped in for a little bit on Friday. Go check it out. I'm assuming those replays are up on YouTube, Twitch, and everything else. I gave Stats Guy a bit of lip and said, bring back the Northern Eagles, and then I dipped back out because the speeches weren't that great at the wedding. Anyway, send in any questions via the socials, any bets, whatever else. I think that's it.
That's it.
Thanks, Stats Guy.
Thank you. That was good fun.
Thanks to me for hosting. Thanks to Gerald for going to a wedding on a Monday. James for setting this up. Gerald will still somehow produce it. We love that guy.
What a legend.
Thanks to me for being awesome and being here on a Monday morning. What do we say, Stats Guy?
Gamble responsibly.
May all your picks come in. Happy punting. We'll catch you in a little bit. It's Code Bet Daily. Out.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.